What's good, guys? Welcome to your favorite show. This is where we keep you entertained with everything happening across board from Nigeria, Africa, globally, in general. My name is Madichi, and you are on to Fuse and Buttered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. Of course, I'm not in the studio alone.
That's right. You're here with the beautiful Gabby.
What was that?
No, I have to hype myself up now. If I don't do it, who's going to do it for me?
Gabby, how you doing now?
I feel good.
I feel like we're in the middle of the weekend. It's not the weekend yet, but we're close to the weekend,
like in
right?
the middle, right, of the week.
Yeah.
And what's more interesting is that we're very, very close to Christmas.
Yes. So excited.
So, yes.
Even though I have no plans, but yeah.
Madichi is saying she had no plans. I don't know if you want to believe her, because every time I look at Madichi's stories online, Gabby, she's turning up somewhere, turning up.
Gabby.
Dirty December. I don't know if anybody
on social media.
Don't believe her. Exactly. So I mean, we do have a lot to talk to you about, a lot of stories, but we'll talk about all of this when we come back from this break.
From the break.
That's right.
Everyone deserves luxury. But luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury is savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Fuse Unbuttered.
The CBN came out and put out the news that there are going to be new Naira notes, and there was going to be a total currency redesign. People had different things to say about it, especially when they saw the filters that were put on the previous notes. Yeah. So it's like, I don't understand. Did people just put dye? Did you watch the notes? What exactly is happening? Why is Naira looking this different? But I think ever since, the money was released, or these new currency notes were released this year, December 15th, a lot of people haven't yet seen or handled or touched the new Naira notes yet. Like personally, I'll say that I haven't seen them anywhere.
I haven't seen them.
So I don't know how the circulation is happening.
Do you feel like people are not even willing to collect it? So that's why it's not circulating as much.
No, I'm even saying this because there was a video that trended online for a while where a woman was trying to give an aboki,
even a conductor,
and then the man was saying, I don't know what this is. I don't understand. So I mean, it's first of all, I want to say that those notes are actually fresher than what they actually looks like.
Yeah, really.
Yes. When we saw the videos that came out, we saw the pictures of what they were going to look like. People were like, how is this the new note? What did you people do? But I think when you actually look at this note, seeing them fresh, crisp like that, they actually look finer than we saw them. And for me, I think I'll be actually proud to actually handle notes like that, to be honest. But the truth is, I don't know how you guys are doing it. I don't know how you're circulating these notes. They haven't got into my hand yet, and I spend money
about it, because for people to start rejecting it, I mean, you can't even give something. You can't even say you want to buy something. Say water on the what's it called, in traffic, and you give the hawker. It's like, no, I'm sorry, what's this?
So, and I think this is very funny, because the deadline for all the old notes to finally be eradicated and the new ones to now is in January 31st, which is really very close. So I'm like, people still not knowing what the note looks like, not willing to accept it. A lot needs to be done in terms of circulating.
I feel like it's actually different from the previous years notes, when the notes, when there's always a new note coming out. I mean, there's always been people talking about it.
But people were talking about it, but I'm surprised that people
actually say the negative things about the notes. Like, okay, what's this? It's not like when are we getting it? Or you need to go to the bank to change it.
I think the reason why this is different is because the last time, I think that was when we started using polymer notes, if I remember. And so it was different, maybe the feel and everything. So now people are just like, please, there's a lot going on. We are trying to manage our small money in the middle of, this economic.
But I also saw a picture on social media where the notes were already looking like far gone, very squeezed. I don't know if you saw that.
That's terrible. Notes that we've not handled, so people are already using it to turn to dustbin. I do not wish we do that to the new notes, honestly.
Everyone deserves luxury. But luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Views unpotted.
Yeah, moving on. Relationships can be quite challenging, Gabby, if you ask me, but there are some things that are no, like some things cannot be tolerated. I'm saying this, if you saw the video of Empress Njama, Nollywood Nigerian actress, who recently came out to talk about how she is being defamed, how she's being, I don't want to say, was she brutalized?
Yeah,
she was brutalized
about being abused by
about somebody who actually came to her in a vulnerable state. So a few months back, Ada Ame, a very popular Nigerian actress as well, passed on, who was a very, very close friend to Empress Njama, and she's been sad since then. People have been consoling her. She was kind of like her best friend, I guess. Very close. And she said in that period, a man came to her like with the intention of taking care of her, being with her, and all of that. And all of a sudden, this man goes like, as in starts. Starts giving her advances of, okay, I want to be with you, I want to get married to you. Okay. Then finally got her engaged and started handling her property, started handling her social media, started threatening her, saying that he's going to kill her, this, that, if she actually has her nudes. And I'm not, sorry, I wanted to ask, how did he even get a hold of that? That's actually the first question.
I just want to say,
was it camera placed in the room, or was it intentional?
I just want to say that people who do these kinds of things are very intentional about how they go about it. If they come to you with the intention of blackmailing you, or an intention of basically just blackmailing you or ruining your life, they know how they go about it. Now, the man has actually come out and said that, that's not what's happening, that the woman in question, who happens to be Empress Njama, is owing him about, a sum of $400,000, which he has refused to pay. Because at the end of the day, the story ended in such a way. The story hasn't ended, but so far what we have is that, he took her passport and eloped with some of her valuables, including her international passport. And now he comes out to say that I seized her passport and so many of her valuables because this woman is owing me the sum of about $400,000, dollars.
This the same man that she claims to be her fiance?
This is the same man saying that the woman is owing him this amount.
Who do we believe now? Because we don't know. Some people are saying Empress is an actress. She probably just, scripted that. I'm like, why would you do that?
No. I'm even shaking my head right now. For me, I obviously believe Empress Njama over this man.
Why
have you heard the accent of this guy? Have you heard his accent? Let's start. When I heard this man's accent, I had a lot of
you believe Empress. Why do you believe Empress?
I believe her because if I looked at that engagement video, I could feel that the woman was under duress. There was no excitement. You could even see the way she folded. Exactly. You could see the way she folded her hands. You could tell that there was no true, even through her fingers alone, I could tell that this woman is not happily accepting this ring.
But why do you think she would have to go through all that just because of nudes? I mean, release it for like, here, you can take it out.
I think it was more than that. Like she said, which was one of the reasons why she actually started her speech by saying that I was in a very vulnerable state. And, and that's one thing. If someone is a manipulator or someone is a blackmailer, these are part of the conditions that they take advantage of.
But which is why I always talk about getting married to somebody you barely know. This was barely 3 or 4 months.
Okay, so let me explain it again.
So how come you're now engaged?
Let me explain it again. That engagement, according to what she said it was under duress. So it's not like she was, according to her, she says, I'm not marrying this guy, I'm not engaged to him, that this video just happened under duress. So it's not a case of her seeing this man and saying, I want to get married to him. It's a case of this man coming into her life, being like a good person. She needed someone to comfort her. She just lost a very good friend, and this man comes in trying to be all of those things to her, and then all of a sudden he starts to take advantage of everything. He gets access to her nudes. I don't know how he did that. And then he comes and he says, I'm going to blackmail you. What kind of a man? Can I start with? Let me ask you this question, Madichi.
We're just judging what kind of a man? Individual
comments.
Like we don't know. We don't know. We're not there. We don't exactly what happened.
I have a question to ask you now, Madichi. What kind of a man takes control of his fiancés or his girlfriends, someone you're dating, take control of their social media accounts?
Which is the thing. We don't know if it was a combined what's it called? We don't know if it was a combined agreement. What if they both decided that, okay, well, let us put a camera in front of us while we're having sex? You never know.
I don't care about what they did, honestly. What I'm talking about is what kind of a man takes control of a woman that he's dating, takes control of her social media accounts.
Empress has come out to say, okay,
he
this
goes
is what
to show you,
He has also come out to say this is what she did.
Something
so who should we believe at
definitely
this
wrong.
point?
I'm telling you who to believe.
Empress. Why? Because she came out on social media. I know what.
Honestly, see, I'm just saying it out there. I just pray that nobody ever encounters somebody who's
that's
really evil.
really
That's what I can say. I don't know what the true story is, but I'm just saying.
But of course, we'll give you all the details.
Yeah,
definitely. We'll give you all the details. We're gonna go on a quick break. When we come back, more stories for you.
That's right.
Everyone deserves luxury. But luxury means different things to everyone. Luxury can mean appreciating the scenery of nature and stepping out to bask in the warmth of sunlight. Sometimes, luxury is savoring the satisfying and huggy taste of Amstel Malta Ultra. Other times, luxury is having enough selfie moments with your bestie. But in the end, real luxury is choosing your way to live. Amstel Malta Ultra. Choose your way to live.
Views Unpotted.
I know that Madichi has a lot of money, and I know that she's going to be one of those people who says who. I know you're going to be one of the people who's going to pay 70k to attend Ashake's concert.
What's that your word? What's that thing you always say? I love how you say.
I love how you see me.
I love how you see me, right?
So Madichi is one of those, like I said, she's been having a blast with this whole Dirty December. Literally carried the whole thing on her head. Like she's the epitome of Dirty December.
I love how you are doing the irony of it.
So I mean, I just want to say that. So I feel like she can completely relate to what I want to talk about now, because I'm talking about, concert going this December period. Is attending concerts is one of the top of the list of a lot of people's Dirty December plans. And I just want to say that, even when you're making plans to go for concerts, many of them usually have a lot of people. There's a great population of people attending the concert as well.
Most times so you're not the security.
Yeah, so you're not the only concert goer who's thinking of having a good time this period. Many concerts have happened. Different artists, are putting their concerts out there. But we had an incident that happened somewhere in O2 Academy, Brixton, London. And this happened last week, where Asake was having a concert, and unfortunately the concert had to be cancelled in the middle of it because there was a stampede. We heard that a lot of people, maybe few people, about 4 people thereabout were hospitalized. They were 8 in number at the beginning, but 4 in critical condition. And I just want to say, to everyone who is, attending concert, whether it's in London, whether it's outside of the country, whether it's here in Nigeria, just stay safe. And I think a lot of concert organizers at this point need to do a lot more in terms of...
Which is what I feel like a lot of people don't talk about. It's mostly, the concert was good, the artist performed well. Nobody actually talks. But I know this might not even be the first time things like this are happening.
No, this is not the first time.
Considering the crowd, especially that O2 Arena, how most times
many people. I mean, this is a place that seats about almost 5,000 people.
And we also had some people that were trying to, find their way in. So paying for the ticket.
So that's actually what caused the stampede and everything.
Yeah, even though I see this as a disadvantage, it's also kind of an advantage.
What's the advantage in
showing
people?
That, Asake sold out. That's it.
I don't see any advantage here.
Climbing, trying to get in, even when you didn't have a ticket, just to be an artist.
Quite all right. People love Asake, but like I said before, and
let's bear in mind, this thing happening in Nigeria. It happened in London. What does that tell you?
Let me just tell you this, Madichi.
We're global, baby.
It doesn't make me jump. And here's the reason why it doesn't make me jump. Nigerians are everywhere. And if you know that London or United Kingdom is like, capital of Nigeria right now. So it doesn't surprise me that we're many there. And the truth is, Asake is one of the biggest stars of 2022 when it comes to music. Everybody loves Asake right now. So it doesn't surprise me that people are, wanting to not pay and jump into his concert. It's okay to do that. But while doing that,
be careful, guys.
Please put your life first. That's very important. Asake will always be a good singer, but your life is very important, and it's not worth risking, even for Asake. I just have to say
for any artist in general.
For any artist in general, very important to put your safety first. That's it. We're saying this to all concert goers and people who have plans for Dirty December, regardless of where you're going, regardless of what you're doing. This is the end of the year. You know how end of the year can be. It's very important that you put your safety first, regardless of whatever.
You don't have to be outside, guys. Just stay at home.
Don't listen to Madichi.
Just stay at home.
Marichi is
having outside is
the time of her life, and she's out here lying to you guys. I don't think you guys should take her seriously.
I'm giving some good advice to the people. Yo.
Okay, so what you're saying is stay in and save your money, right?
Stay in if you can. If you, I mean, you don't have to go out to have fun. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you don't go out. Just, make it minimal.
Believe Marichi at your own risk.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on Fuse Unbothered today. Don't forget to join the conversation on all our social media platforms. On Instagram at Fuse Local, on YouTube at The Fuse. You can join me on all social media platforms at _Madichi.
And you find me, Gabrielle, on Instagram at Gabby.Gabby. Now, let me spell it. Gabby, GABBI.GABBY.
No,
I needed to say it because I feel like, it's not always so clear. Yeah. So that's it from all of us, guys. We just need to say,
stay fused.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.